Welcome, everybody. Good evening, and welcome back to A Familiar Quest Series 3. We are back for a very special episode with some very special familiars, but we'll get to that eventually. Welcome on in. I am Eugenio. I'm DM Jazzy Hands. I once again have the great privilege of being the Dungeon Master for this evening's adventure. Let's go around and say hello to our 4 familiars. We have a stranger familiar joining us in a bit today, but for right now, let's say hello to those who are here. So let's go around. This time we'll start over to this side with Kelli.
Oh, hi. Hi, I'm Kelli, mostly known as the Opera Geek, and I am playing Scotty the Blink Dog, who I will remind Eugenio can't read.
And I will remind Kelli, I will forget that. Meagan.
Hello everyone, I'm Meagan Kenreck, and I will be playing Squiddle, who is an Aberrant Mind sorcerer. They're elder godling.
Mm-hmm.
And they are just coming off of a spa day, so they're feeling very relaxed.
Yes,
Ooh,
feeling relaxed.
that's
The
right.
tentacles are loose. Speaking of loose tentacles, Brian.
Oh my god.
Hi.
What?
I don't know.
Brian.
I don't do segues. Leave me
Speaking of
alone.
blue
I'll
tentacles,
be
what's happening
playing.
here?
Wow. I'll be playing Disco, the fractal mascot, who does not have tentacles and is now kind of thinking about it.
Oh, yeah. See, live your life. Try it out. See what happens.
Maybe they're conceptual tentacles.
Oh.
I mean, I have to think.
Costume design is going. All right, Alicia, last but not least.
Hello. My name is Alicia Marie. You can find me all over socials at Alicia Marie Body. And tonight, as always, I'm playing Misty, the will-o-wisp with a list. She's your friend till the end.
She may make the end come sooner than you were expecting, but till the end. I love it. So yes, welcome and thank you for being here. We, of course, do have, I'm sure you've all seen all over the social medias, we do have the wonderful Johnny Stanton joining us as our special guest tonight as well. His familiar, who we will meet very shortly, Twiggy, the Twig Blessing, is going to be launching in-game in Idle Champions this coming Wednesday, so just 2 days from now, on April 19th at noon Pacific time. And the first week of all of the proceeds of Twiggy's release are going to be donated to One Tree Planted. Twiggy is our Earth Day fundraising familiar this year. So on Wednesday at noon Pacific, go check out and grab Twiggy and give a little money to One Tree Planted. That would be awesome. This week, as always, you can see in the top left-hand corner of the screen, we do have an Electrum chest code. Speaking of Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, you can use that to get a free Electrum chest code in-game to deck out your champions with gear. This week's code is Disco Fractal, DISCO FRACTAL, and that code is good for 1 week, so it will expire next Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific, so just 1 hour before we go live here, so go do that. We want to, of course, take just a moment to thank our wonderful moderator, Jordan, and our fantastic producer, Luca, for taking care of all of us tonight and making sure that we just get to play and tell a fun story and not have to worry about any of that. New this week, we want to make sure here at the top that all of you who are hanging out with us live on Twitch know that we're doing a giveaway this week. We are going to be giving away one of those sets of Beetle and Grimm's dice that we've been talking about. Thank you to Beetle and Grimm for providing the cast with these wonderful character class dice sets to roll with. They're very kind enough to give me the Dungeon Master set. So you can check those out and go get your own. Of course, you can do !dice in chat and check it out on your own. But we will be giving away the Bard class dice sets today before the end of the show. So keep an eye on chat for instructions on how to win. Mods will let you know how to do that. We're going to announce the winner at the end of the episode. So be sure and check your whispers here on Twitch after the episode is over. Unfortunately, we do have to say this is a US and Canada only. And of course, Quebec is excluded because, as B-Dave likes to say, y'all know what you did. Good luck in the giveaway. Check your whispers if you do win, and have fun and enjoy the dice. All right, I think that is everything for the pre-show today. Let me move my windows around so I can see your lovely faces more clearly. Last week, The 4 adventure familiars were out at sea on the Sea of Fallen Stars. They were on a ship crossing the sea, headed east towards towards a peninsula out there, where they would disembark and eventually head further and further east in their quest for Pest. What happened while they were on the ship? They had spa days. They chased off pirates. They taught the captain how to nap. It was really, it was a lot of learning moments for the crew. And so we zoom in on our lovely 4 familiars now as the Thrice Lucky, the ship that you have now spent the better part of a month on crossing this sea. You know, we took little snippets, little slices of that life last week, but you've been on this ship for about a month. And you finally can see about maybe half a day's travel. You will be in port in Delphuntal long before nightfall today, and the ship is a bustle with the crew preparing to moor in port, with those who are not involved in that getting ready for a little shore leave. What are the 4 of you doing to prepare for your disembarkation here in the port town of Delphuntal?
Are we having a discussion about our, look that we're thinking
I
of
think
presenting?
that is definitely a good place to start.
Yeah, I mean, since the captain told us it might be better if people didn't know, we are absolutely discussing how we're going to look like not us when we disembark.
So I was thinking, now that we have the pirate's costume, right? We stole that. And so did we?
I mean, yeah. Listen,
did?
It's their fault for giving us free reign and access to the ship. Honestly.
That's right.
So that's
You've been
them.
on this ship for a month, so I'm going to be a little permissive here because I think this is very funny. And also, you've had a month, and half the crew keeps forgetting that you're sentient animals. So,
Listen, they don't even know that we know how to sew.
Wait, we do.
Who sewed?
Well,
I didn't sew anything.
I know how to sew because I've got these wings. So I was thinking if we're gonna stand up on each other's shoulders, that I could cut some holes in the jacket to put my wings through.
But
We're like, wait, what?
No,
Because
well,
wouldn't
that's-
that kind of
it's
give
It
away
works for me.
the shtick?
well, I mean, people have wings, so that's not really weird. But that'd be great because if Squiddle is like kind of flying to hold the coat up, it'll be easier for the rest of us underneath it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Who is the biggest of all of us? Who's the strongest of all of us? None of us are strong.
I'm a little better if I, and Disco kind of grows not like full medium, but like just a little bit
medium minus.
medium,
Small plus.
medium one.
Okay. I think we have to think about what a humanoid looks like. They have legs. Do we need legs at the bottom or no? What do you think?
I have 4.
You have 4 legs?
It's kind of a lot.
How?
That's a lot.
That's a lot for a
Oh,
human.
Maybe if we just let the trench coat hit the ground and close it.
I would not
Okay.
be able to see where I was going.
Well, you look through like some of the buttonholes, like
Oh,
like you peek through.
like just cut like little holes in it. And...
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like maybe Misty like floats at the top because she has such gorgeous eyes, or Squiddle does a thing with her tentacles and does the mustache.
Oh yeah. I might need to borrow your mustache if I'm at the top.
So
I think
the thing about my mustache,
I keep thinking about Misty's head at the top, and I'm like, oh my god.
Just as the head, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And Squiddle is right underneath you and sort of head tilted up so that her tentacles are forming a mustache on. It doesn't really work, but you all could be convinced.
I mean, I have a question about gnome squidlings.
I can't wait to pretend that I know the
Oh,
answer. Go for it.
Do their appendages grow back?
Oh, like a
Oh.
salamander tail. Interesting.
Oh,
Uh,
that's very
Because if
useful.
they do, I can totally let Misty borrow.
That
My
is
mustache.
horrifying. I mean, I don't see why not. They don't. Here's what I'll say. Let's have some fun with it, right? Here's what I'll say. Yes, your mustache tentacles are both removable and replaceable. However, we do have to remember what they're hiding back there, right? Is
Oh,
probably some horrific toothed beak thing,
None
right?
of us have ever looked directly into it.
Yeah, and
I
I don't
did
think they
not
grow back in
plan-
less than 24 hours. So
I didn't plan for this when I was designing this character. I would just
You
put that out
you don't
there.
plan to remove your tentacle mustache and give it to another PC?
What if we ask one of the pirates for like a bandana and we tie it around your face and just say you've had a terrible accident?
Yes.
That
We
would be
could-
nice.
We could go steal a bandana too. I mean, we already stole like all this, so
It's fair enough.
check the pockets. There might be a bandana in there.
Oh my god, there's like 3. You get to pick what color it is because there's options.
It
Do
has
they-
pockets?
Do they have green?
Of course it does. Yeah, there's a green and 2 other colors that aren't what you said.
Or purple? I would take purple.
Well, one of
Hey,
them is purple, so
Scotty. The only thing about removing my mustache is that it needs to be cut off.
that is
With
true.
what? What do you use to cut it off?
I was thinking Scotty's dagger. Would you be okay with that, Scotty?
Grabbing it by the wrong end.
Please, please don't get the rest of my face.
I was gonna say I want a description of Scotty doing this if he
So,
does
I bet
in
it
fact.
didn't warn you that was
Okay.
coming.
I mean,
Scotty's the only one with hands, so.
I don't have thumbs.
No, he just uses his mouth. He keeps that dagger in his mouth.
You don't want to see what a natural one looks like.
Are you gonna make a roll for it?
I mean, yeah, I'm
No,
gonna make you make a
no,
sleight of hand
no.
roll.
Oh no.
You're a rogue. You'll probably be fine.
Okay.
You could choose not to do it if you roll bad. Just saying.
That sounds so confident. So confident right now.
Oh,
Sleight of mouth, yes.
sleight of mouth.
26.
Look at that. You have
Beautiful.
never
You
had
get
a better
surgeon quality.
mustache trim. That's right. It is
It's-
not only did you not barely feel it, but it's like there's a perfect little arch around your terrifying beak. It's great.
So once Scotty cuts off Squiddle's mustache, you see it fall to the ground, and it just flops.
Yeah.
It just flops around
Oh,
until
is it
what-
just gonna do that all the time?
once it gets reattached. Oh, I didn't really think that part out.
Maybe we can like stiffen it with some of that wax.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Incredible.
Yeah, Squiddle's gonna take some of the wax to stiffen it out, and then
Yes.
presents it to Misty.
Yes.
How
Okay.
is it going to stick on my face with the wax?
I think there's probably enough wax on there to, it's one step short of sovereign glue. It's not going anywhere.
A little stab of
Okay.
electricity, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
You're
Let's-
gonna-
yeah, you
Oh,
gotta
that's a
rub
good
it on. That's cute. Great. I love it. So Misty has a slightly twitching tentacle mustache. So presumably that's a sentence I don't think I'll ever say again, and I'm disappointed about that. She will be presumably the head. I mean, if not, I don't want to talk about this mustache too much more. At the top of this creature, who is below? Are we doing the trench coat thing? Is that what we're doing? Who's below Misty?
Oh, the wings are going to be like shoulders? Is that what you were saying?
I don't know.
I
Nobody
think-
knows.
I think like Squiddle would probably be below Misty with
Okay.
the wings out the back.
Mhm.
Okay,
Oh, at the back.
Um,
Okay.
sure.
So we definitely cut some holes in like the shoulder back area for the wings.
Love that.
Disco's already grown a little bit because they were thinking about being like not the legs exactly, but like, look, if no one looks under the trench coat and doesn't notice that he's sort of tessellating forward, then I think it's fine.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then maybe Scotty can like sit on Disco's head.
Well, I could look like a dog.
Oh,
that is
well, that's true.
following you. I'm the only one of you that looks something similar to normal.
Well, I think normal just depends on where you are.
That's true. But we are in a
You look
coastal
super
village.
weird from where I'm from in the
I
far
mean,
realm.
I can
There's
imagine.
no
Yeah, I
puppy
bet.
dogs in the far realm.
That's
That's
right.
very sad. I think
It is sad.
it's very. I mean,
Tummy scritches are really violent there.
oh,
Hang on, I gotta write that down just in
it'll
case.
take
Well,
exactly
yeah.
3.
And then like Scotty, you can like kind of keep watch if anyone's being suspicious.
I'm so good at paying so close attention to things. You have no idea.
I mean, maybe your dagger can help.
What?
Where'd it go? Where?
Oh.
Never mind.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Scotty's lost track of the dagger. Oh no.
When everybody looks at Squiddle, it is unseeable and unknowable.
Yeah.
It's just a void.
Oh, that's
like-
so much better.
If you were to look into a black hole,
Okay.
Just-
Not looking. Mm-mm.
Is that like? Can you just? Where does your? I have so many questions.
Yeah, and you probably
how
don't want the
does
answers
it-
to them.
Is it scary? Because when I don't have a mustache, I'm really scary looking.
I think you look just fine.
I think you're scary. And when she says that, like the fake squiddle mustache, like flaps up. And
Yeah.
scary.
Twitches a little. I love it. I love it. I love it.
You know
Okay.
what, Misty? I like the way you say that. You smile when you say that I'm scary. So I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Maybe I should
Yeah.
lean into being scary.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, so you all are stacked up. You're in your outfit with the wing holes cut and the twitching mustache on the will-o-wisp, and you know it is such a disembarkation day is so busy. You know the crew is trying to offload the cargo that they brought, and they're doing this and that. And you know if you all needed anybody's attention, you could get it, but you were able to sort of pass down. Disco, can you please
Oh.
make me a? You know what? Why don't all of you who are in the trench coat make acrobatics checks?
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
17 for Squiddle.
Great.
Ooh,
So close.
20.
20?
That's
7.
not good. That's
Seven.
Not good
Okay.
For somebody lower.
Yeah. So, you two up top, like, Squiddle, you have got, like, vice grip with your legs or whatever you're holding on to Disco with. Like, you are solid. Misty, of course, attaches herself to various party
Anything.
members all the time anyway. So, like, that's no problem. Disco, this is a size that you are not as familiar with, so that's a little awkward. And then also there are 2 creatures on top of you. So you were able to get off the ship, but it's not quite as inconspicuous as maybe I was originally suggesting. And there's a little bit of like a row of sailors who are just sort of watching this very awkward man going down the gangplank. Yeah, just very awkward.
What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? Hopefully this is convincing this time in the morning.
And as he
Scotty
finishes
will
the
go
verse,
distract them.
yeah, I was going because I was going to say as he finishes
sail.
the verse, one of the pirates turns to one of the sailors turns to his friend and says, "Is that man's stomach singing?"
Missy's head's gonna turn around completely backwards.
Yes.
Are you talking to me?
Oh, oh no! Oh, we broke Misty.
Oh no.
He will not respond to your query.
Mm-mm.
He will look
Somewhere-
away very quickly.
Somewhere
Um,
by their feet, they just hear a voice that's saying, "You should give the dog a treat."
One of them like does, and then
just
several
the tail
like you all are
wagging.
several steps ahead and goes, "Wait, who said that?" All
Don't
right.
be silly. Everyone knows dogs can't talk. And
So, so you all are able to get off of the thrice lucky. You can bid that conveyance farewell, and you will find yourselves in the port district of Delhunthuntel. It is busy, and the first thing you notice is, you know, you all are from all over the place, right? Some of you from humanoid cities like Waterdeep or Neverwinter, or universities like Strixhaven. Some of you from dark realms of terror and nightmares. But this is the first time that any of you have been to a city where most of the population here, most of the people here are not of sort of the very common races of this continent, right? It's not mostly humans and elves and dwarves. It is mostly, you notice, halflings, which is great because even the three of you on top of each other, not super tall. So, you kind of blend in a little. And a bunch of elemental touched genasi. Are the majority of the people here in this town. And so you see a lot of, especially here in the harbor district, you see a lot of people, a lot of water genasi sort of working the harbor and working the ships coming in and sort of shaping and molding and working the water there. And it's just a very busy port town. What do you all do when you first get off? What are you looking for? Where are you headed? You weren't given super specific instructions, but that sort of seems to be this Quest for Pests MO.
They told us to get out of town as quickly as possible.
And they said there was a path we could take.
Who said there was a path we could take?
The captain. I mean, he just gotten up from a nap, so I don't know if we should believe that or not.
I mean, maybe if we find like a gate. Waterdeep has gates. That's where people go in and out of gates. Just saying.
Say gate again, Scotty.
Gate?
Yep. Will the four of you... no. Will Scotty and Misty make perception checks? And Disco and Squiddle, if you have cut eye holes somehow, you can also make those checks, but they'll be at disadvantage.
Perception?
Squiddle's looking at the buttonholes, I think.
Perfect. Yes, please, perception.
20.
15.
2015.
9.
Wow.
9.
Both sixes, so
Both
9.
sixes. Very good. Okay. Well, the two of you who can see things see a thing, and the two of you who can't don't. The two of you, Misty and Scotty, as you're looking around, there's so much to take in, and you're trying to figure out where you're going, and you're talking to the rest of your body and all of that. And there's lots of halflings and genasi, and there's a smattering of humans and whatever else. But then you sort of notice, not hiding necessarily, but unobtrusively standing sort of off to one side of the road, looking around, and Scotty, you got a dirty 20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and definitely not staring at you all, but glancing at you all more often than would be sort of happenstance is, well, rather than me describe it, why don't we have Johnny describe what the two of you see?
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Am I here? I am here.
You
Hello.
You are.
I'm Twiggy the Twig Blessing. What you see is it's hard to tell that this is even a moving creature, except for the fact that you do see eyes looking back and forth. But it looks like a dried up brush, but it's not in any contact with any other plants. It's kind of just in the middle of a courtyard. It's just a brush. I'm kind of standing right here. I'm looking around, and my eyes meet yours, and I'm kind of I see that your eyes see me, and I'm kind of looking around, and I kind of slowly start shuffling back, trying to walk away, but not really trying to gain any attention.
I love it. So that's what you all see, which in a busy city full of interesting people, this catching your eye means it's definitely strange.
Just slowly kind of shuffling away from you.
Misty?
Squiddle, can you path down? There's something very strange standing or trying to avoid being seen.
Hey.
I don't know what pests looks like. Maybe
Let's
it's
go.
pest.
Misty's saying that though. Something strange.
Scotty's butt is starting to shake.
This game of telephone inside the trench coat I was not ready for, but
Why
it's
are you
so
asking
good.
them what pest looks like? I'm the one that supposedly knows what pest looks like.
Amazing.
Well, does she want us to which way am I supposed to move?
I want to go toward it and introduce myself. Should I do that?
Float in a direction, and I'll try and keep up.
Okay. Yeah,
Hey,
we're
Meagan.
gonna. Scotty,
Hey, Meagan,
it's
take
you.
inspiration for looking like you were trying to pass the message along while those two had a conversation. That was great.
Thank you, Dan.
That's awesome.
That was great.
Scotty is gonna kind of, trot over and sniff the ground, try to act like totally normal dog, not a suspicious creature in the least bit, and get as
okay.
close to the stick as possible.
Okay, so are you trying to get closer without the stick noticing or without the stick, like, caring?
Oh, I
Is
don't.
this a deception or a stealth?
It's kind of like,
Or performance?
I don't think Scotty cares.
Yeah, or that. Or Scotty wanders in that direction and it happens to be where Twiggy is.
I
Scotty's
think it's
wandering
just
that way.
sniffing
and just
towards me.
Yeah.
trying
Because
desperately.
dogs don't have any personal space when it comes to sniffing.
No. And I'm just trying to,
Right.
make the people not pay any
Yeah.
attention to me.
Oh, I see. It's more about the other people. All right, yeah, that's easy enough. No problem. It's very busy here. Yeah, you get over there, no problem.
Hey, friend, you gotta move. I'm trying to keep my eyes open. I'm trying to look for somebody right here. Do you mind?
Scotty is blatantly doing the thing.
There's a lot of
in
moving
front.
parts in here. I'm trying to figure out. Hello, up at the top. Hello.
What? Oh,
Are you a pest?
Am I no? Hi, Twiggy the Twig Blessing here. Good to meet you. I'm
Bless
kind of on
Twigs?
duty right now. Sorry,
you bless twigs?
I am a twig who was blessed.
Oh,
I was once a twig blight. Now I'm a twig blessing. My companion has given me some vacation, and now I'm trying to enjoy my vacation. But right now I'm on the clock, so I can get back to my vacation. You see,
You're on the clock.
I'm on the clock right now. I'm looking for someone.
who are you looking for? We're looking for
Who are you
someone.
talking to?
What's going on out there?
Oh, there's a lot of voices in here. This is a lot. I mean, I was okay with 2 voices for like a second.
We're an
Now there's 4.
absolutely normal person walking their
You
dog.
guys, hold on. Let me peek in, and I finally leave my dried up brush form, and I peek in between the. Oh, you all are familiars. I see what's going on here.
But we are not that familiar. Excuse you.
Yeah. We're
You're
not
excused.
that familiar.
You gotta take
You're-
us out
you're
to dinner
excused.
first.
Well, why I know a spot. Why don't we go there? And we can talk.
That
You
sounds
seem to want to be a little bit in disguise. I'm somebody who knows a little bit about being in
Don't-
disguise.
Hey, Misty, can you tell the tree what we're trying to do here?
I have a name. I told you my name. You don't need
The
to.
tree.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
Twiggy.
so-
His name is
It's Twiggy.
Twiggy.
I think it's Twiggy. I heard Twiggy.
Misty, can you please
Twiggy,
tell
Twiggeth.
Twiggy, I'm sorry, I could not hear
I
what they were
accept
saying
both.
before.
What do you want?
Or
me to
Twiggeth.
Eugenio, breathe, please.
Why don't you guys just follow me? Just try to, naturally follow the tumbling branch. And I go into like my tumbleweed form and just kind of like start rolling down the road.
Scotty chases you.
We're like this, walking down the street
Yeah,
like this.
Misty like is floating forward, and Disco kind of keeps catching up the body.
Oh, no.
Like that.
It's either the best body roll you've ever seen.
That Squiddle's equilibrium is off because they don't have their mustache anymore.
Yes,
Oh, no.
yes, exactly. Exactly.
So I think we get to a clearing and like,
Please.
yeah, I'll get us forward there. Don't worry. We're in the town of what's the name of it again? I'm trying to
Delthuntel.
Delthuntel. I think, does Delthuntel have like a park where there's like a couple of trees where it can kind of like settle in between a
Yeah, there's actually, and you would have sort of seen this on the way in, right by the easternmost entrance to the city is actually this really lovely like courtyard garden area. It's not like a full forest, but there are plenty of trees and lots of nature for you all to like be inconspicuous and sit and chat.
I think there's like a hedge that I pull back some of the leaves from the branches from, and there's like this big hollowed out area within the hedge.
Yes.
And like, okay, get in.
Nice.
You're gonna blow up my spot. Come on.
You live like this?
Okay, no judgment here. I'm visiting just like you. Do you
Okay.
live like this?
Yes.
Yes. You haven't said anything about
Yes.
my mustache.
Your I thought I didn't need to say anything. Usually you don't say things about people's mustaches if it looks very natural. I mean, I wasn't gonna say anything.
We're
Do
on
you
a
point out
quest.
people's mustaches when you see them for the first time?
Misty
Probably.
doesn't-
I think she did with Squiddle, so.
What are you
Minnie-
saying? Where are we supposed to go?
Okay, I think you can get inside this little bush, and
Get in the bush.
you can take the coat off.
Okay. I
Just
can't
go
take
just-
it
Hold
off,
on to the
you know
coat.
why?
It's good leather.
What?
That's right.
Good point.
Hold on to the coat. It's good leather.
Disco just
Shed the
shrinks
coat.
back down to normal size and kind
Uh-oh.
of flows out from the coat into the bush
That's
clearing.
So you just get the Squiddle's gonna be like, now that
Yeah.
not
Just
standing on
fly,
his own.
yeah. So I mean, Squiddle can fly, so just
I
suddenly
thought
there's no
Squiddle was
support
flying
there.
to maintain the height, just like
Mm.
I love
It's like
it.
a coat rack, like a floating coat rack.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
There you
nice.
go.
Yeah.
But if the buttons of the coat are open, Twiggy, aka Twigeth, sees that Squiddle has a void on their face where they're using
Oh my god.
mustache.
Oh, okay, I'm not. I think whatever I'm looking at, I don't think I'm supposed to see.
you shouldn't look into that again. That's not good for you. That's not good.
Is this new? Is this
No.
new? Do you guys are used to this?
This is new. Yeah, I've never taken my mustache off before, and
I would regrow it as soon as possible. Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
No, you're a very lovely looking
Oh,
whatever you are.
Thank you.
But I just, for the courtesy of people around you, I would
Mi-
cover that up.
Misty, does it look like it's going back at all?
It doesn't? When does it
That-
go back?
Does it look? I'd never tried to regrow my mustache. I was born with it.
Wait, so you
I mean,
haven't
it's-
actually
They're healed.
tried this?
They're already healing over really fast.
Oh, so
Yeah,
this
so it's
isn't a
been a
real
few
mustache.
hours, and there are like these tiny little I don't know.
5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah, except tentacles. So like they're little nubs that are just barely starting to like twitch in the wind of Squiddle's face.
I don't like the way it twitches.
Nope.
How cute.
None of us can help how we're made.
Squiddle is just gonna
Okay.
close the jacket over her face until the mustache grows.
I feel like
I
I
think you're pretty
hurt
cool,
your
Squiddle.
feelings. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I
I
tend
know
to do
I'm-
that.
I'm really scary looking when I don't style
In
my
a good way.
mustache. When I don't style my mustache, I scare people. But like, I could only imagine what I look like without a mustache.
We'll get a mirror in your hands sooner or later.
That would be so helpful.
Okay, what are you guys doing here?
But
We're on a
Let's-
quest to find the pest.
The pest.
we're on a mission from God.
Lowercase g, God.
Sounds important.
Yep, we're
You're
looking for pest.
looking for pest. Does pest look like a cat with a green scarf?
How do you know what pest looks like?
How in the heck?
Because I'm looking for a cat with a green scarf as well.
Why are you
Because-
looking for him?
Because it ruined my dang vacation.
Well, that sounds like something he would do. Yes.
I was in
That's very
Yearwood, and
Mhm.
these 4 people come in looking for this cat with a green scarf. I don't know why that's important, but I guess if you're just looking for a cat, any old cat will do. This is a very important green scarf. I'm a little bit worried if they take off the green scarf, are we going to know who it is? I have no idea.
He's
Well,
pretty
these 4 people-
interesting looking, so yeah.
Okay, well, these 4 people come in looking for the green cat, and excuse me, I'm all messed up right now. And they in Yearwood ends up going crazy. Zombies showing up, forest burning down. Just my vacation. I told my companion. I sent a little letter on a bird, flew over to my companion, who gave me the vacation, and I said, "Hey, I actually got to work right now, so I'm going to extend my vacation a little bit. I'm going to take the rest of my days off after we find this green cat, so I can go back to my spa days and my trimmings and spend my time the way I want to spend it rather than meeting up with yokels like you.
Do you have a retirement plan?
I'm working on it.
Okay. Do you get time off? I don't get time off.
Wait
Yeah,
a minute.
well, maybe
time
my
off from
companion's
what?
cooler than yours. I don't know what to tell you.
Maybe we could just
What do
put a green
either of
scarf
you
on any
do?
cat.
I don't
Time off
think
from
so
what?
because Pest. So if we want to make sure that it's Pest, even if Pest doesn't have his scarf, we just have to ask every cat we meet to do a spell.
That should go well.
That
Because
sounds-
Pest is allergic to his own magic.
Really?
Interesting.
Yeah. We're not quite sure how it happened, but I'm sure his parents love him very much.
Well, I plan on finding this pest and giving him to these 4 people who are ruining my vacation so I can get back to relaxing.
I plan on biting you in half if you give my friend to those people.
Okay, hold on.
It's
Hold
I
on.
have 5 teeth. It's a really empty, so I shouldn't have told you that. I'm trying to
What?
be scary.
People?
Yeah.
I
Were those
don't
zombies
know
in
much
red
about them.
robes? Did you have were the zombies in red robes?
My intuition is giving me a slow nod.
Thank you. Your intuition thanks you
That's
for
a
being
good thing.
observant.
You should definitely follow your intuition on things like that.
I usually see things in shades of green and white, but they did have a little bit of a tint of like, I don't know the combination of what green and red does, but
Kind of a muddy.
Muddy
Yeah.
brown.
Yeah.
It's not cute, whatever it is.
So some people in robes.
and I mean, for
wanted-
that sake, I don't know if it was a green scarf or what.
Did they have? Were they wearing robes?
I think so, yeah.
Did they all kind of seem like the robes matched?
They have very good stylistic and cohesion.
Oh, that's not good.
Not a big word.
Oh no.
It's a good word.
That's not good. When you see a bunch of people wearing the same thing, usually they have very bad ideals.
Or they're playing
Or-
music.
Or they're like a dance recital, which could also be the same thing. as
I
bad
hope
ideas.
it's a dance
The
recital.
only time that you would wear matching outfits are cult, dance recital, or sports event, apparently.
I don't.
Or an
I don't think-
evangelical choir at a Methodist church.
Okay, see.
I didn't
there it
see these
is.
zombies. I didn't see these zombies dancing to a very season-specific pop song. So I don't think it's a dance recital.
Mm.
Okay.
Zombies.
Um,
Okay.
I feel like I should apologize to you for trying to be threatening. I wouldn't bite you in half.
I would understand it. I've been around dogs before. I can kind of have my haunches up. By the way, glowy thing. You're not made of fire, are you?
Are you talking to me?
You. Yes. I didn't get anybody's names yet. You know my name. I'm at a disadvantage.
Oh, sorry. My name is Misty. I'm a will-o-wisp. And when she says this, she's like, remember, she flies this close to your face. And when she says Misty, there's like a slight sparkly mist of spittle that hits your face.
Do I feel heat coming from Misty?
No, you feel what you do.
She's
it's-
static.
Yeah, it's exactly what I was going to say. You feel a little
Electricity,
static
yeah.
electricity when
Yeah.
she spits on you.
Careful. Okay. I've been around enough thunderstorms to know that sometimes forest fires can start. I know how lightning works. I'm gonna take a couple just personal space, just a little bit further back. That's good, right there. Thank you. Perfect.
What's your name again?
For the I think 15th time, I'm Twiggy.
Twiggy.
Or
Okay.
Twiggeth. Who? So do you have like a
Twiggeth?
preference of what people call you?
My friends call me Twiggy, so you guys can call me Twiggy.
Twiggy.
Wow.
You can get there.
That's-
It's okay.
That,
Twiggy.
that hurts my feelings, but that's okay. I understand.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm just trying to set personal boundaries.
No, it's okay. Misty, has my
actually-
mustache grown out anymore?
What are the
What's a personal
boundaries?
boundary?
In the last 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I think Twiggy just thinks I'm scary looking still.
Well,
I'm not giving
okay.
your mustache back.
Well,
Okay,
if you want to go find this cat,
I do.
we will help you find the cat, but we're not giving him to the people with the road.
Okay, well, I mean, there are 2 things happening. It's either get the cat and give them to the people, or get the people out of your wood. I don't, those are the 2 options because I gotta have my vacation in peace.
I mean, we could probably get people out of a place. Right?
We could.
Happy to try if you are.
What?
I'm happy to try if
What?
you are. I wasn't gonna be able to do it on my
Okay.
own.
Well, I can imagine it might have been a little strange for you to try it on your own. Maybe. I'm Scotty.
Oh, nice to meet you,
Hmm.
Misty, Scotty.
And my name is Squiddle. Obvious reasons.
Hello, Squiddle. I'm sorry. I don't know those obvious reasons, but it's very
Well,
nice
have you
to
ever
meet you. I
seen a
apologize.
squid?
No, I usually stay in pretty inland forest, deciduous areas. Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
Another very big.
I'm like a combination of a gnome and a squid, but I'm like an aberration, so I kind of look like
You
a
lost
sea
me there.
creature because my mom clones.
What's your name? I look
lot
at the
of
snake.
things.
Looking.
I'm Disco. And it's nice to meet y'all. And maybe, yeah, we can help. Earwig. Where are we going?
Close enough.
Gross.
Close enough. Let's get out of the funkle. Let's get going.
Get out of the
But
what?
sometimes we want the fun skull. It's okay.
I'm very
Very good.
confused by everything.
All right. Well, that this does feel like a good scene button. Is Scotty just saying I'm confused? So Twiggy can begin to lead you all out of Delthuntel and towards the woods. You all see as you leave this bustling port city behind you, you see open fields and sort of I don't know, the suburbs of Delthuntel, right? You see plenty of farms and open space roads, but not very far away at all. Just maybe a couple of hours walk, you see the edge of an enormous forest. And it stretches as far as you can see. And you can tell even from this distance that these trees are big and ancient. And as you get ever closer, you almost feel that there is it's not that it's magic, right? It's not if you just cast detect magic, you feel this, right? But there is a power to this forest. It has been here longer than just about anything. This is one of the old places of this side of the continent. And just before you all enter sort of the edge of the forest, can I have all of you please make, and Twiggy, this includes you, I will take either perception or insight checks, please.
That's an 8.
It's going well so far. Good. 3 and 8.
That is a natural
17.
20.
Oh,
Okay,
well,
all right. Disco has 6.
First
Misty got a
roll.
17.
17.
Okay, and a natural 20. Okay, so Twiggy and Misty, both of you notice that you're approaching this forest, which is bright and vibrant, right? And the trees are green and the sun is, and it is silent. And Twiggy, with your natural 20, you remember, like, this has happened before. The last time that you ran into those red-robed humans, it also got really quiet like this. The forest is defending itself and trying to hide from whatever this is. So you get the sense that at least one of them probably isn't far. That's your natural 20 feeling there.
Everyone, stop moving. I sense something on the wind. I'm gonna walk up
That
to
was
one
me,
of
I'm
these.
sorry.
I'll say it was probably Scotty. That was probably Scotty.
Yeah.
We're all
I know,
terrible.
I smelled that, and
An
then something else.
And then
Trippetsy.
also,
Hmm.
right, yeah.
I'm actually gonna walk up to one of these big ancient trees that's like 20-foot wide, like trunks, and I'm gonna kind of tap on it and say, "Hey there, old timer. Can you tell me what's going on here? I know that I've experienced this before. Can you tell me if there's any ne'er-do-wells anywhere near here?"
And it takes, as it often does, right, with forests of this size and age, it sort of takes a moment not for the magic to work, but for the consciousness to catch up to sort of your time frame. But eventually this great big voice that is a combination of like wind through the leaves for the treble part and just sort of the sound of dirt being packed and dug by roots. And the voice says, "Well, hello there. There is a bit of trouble here, yes. Are you gonna help us?"
I think my new friends and I are planning on trying to get these not very friendly people out of these woods. Can you point your branches in the direction of where this person might be?
I can certainly send you where I last saw them go. And a breeze passes by you all, and the rest of you are just hearing, wind and dirt. I
The
don't know.
crackle of a dead leaf.
Yeah,
crunching.
exactly. But then there is a stronger gust of wind, and this one tree that Twiggy has gone up to sort of seems to sway with the wind, but then as the wind abates, it stays just slightly bent, the branches slightly bent in one particular direction. And that voice again, Twiggy says, "Now you be careful, little one. These particular humans have no respect, and they like fire."
Ugh. A shiver goes down Twiggy's branches. I'll be careful there. I appreciate you, friend.
Be well, be wary, and grow towards the light, my friend.
Grow towards the light. All right, you four. Stay low, stay quiet. We're hunting some humans here.
Scotty is going to start sniffing every tree that they pass.
Uh-oh.
For the human, or just to see if it's going to talk?
No, well,
I was
he's
gonna
trying
say,
to see if
like,
anybody else has left messages, like any of the other animals in the
I thought he was
forest
gonna
have
lift
left
his leg. I was like,
messages.
here we go.
As
Picking
I
up his
walk away from this,
voicemails.
as I walk away from this big tree, I see Scotty starting to like kind of back and forth pace it and sniff it at its roots. I'm like, don't do it.
I
Don't
don't
do
know.
it.
Oh, no.
No, I don't do that. I'm
This is
just
not a
picking
blink
up
dog thing, apparently.
messages.
Yeah.
Picking up
I love it.
messages. Do I smell anything? Because
Why don't you make me a perception check with
around.
advantage? Yeah, why don't you make me a perception check with advantage?
Generally, I would be able to tell if they're like scared. Advantage. Oh, I'm gonna need it. Oh, I'm
Love
gonna
to-
still need
Still
it.
need more.
7 and 5.
Okay. So with a 7, you don't get a lot of specifics. What I will say that you do notice, Scotty, though, is that like even with a 7, there is definitely the scent of fear, right? It's hard to tell like where from and how many scared things and which direction they ran with their fear, but like, yeah, the forest knows something is wrong.
Everything's scared here, and that's not good.
Can I smell any fire on the air or smoke on the air?
Oh, interesting. No, not at the moment. Although you would also know, Twiggy, that they, when these humans came, they actually came from the east, so sort of from the other side of the Yearwood. So most of the destruction that was wrought is that way. You haven't really gotten to that part of the forest yet. So apparently, whoever came through here wasn't burning yet. You all don't seem to be in danger of that. At least this far west in the forest.
And everything's bright enough in here, right?
Oh
Pretty
yeah.
much.
I mean, it's an old forest, but like there's plenty of sun coming through the lights. And I mean, if you needed to find shadows and dim light, you totally could. But it's brightly enough lit for you all to see right now. Yeah.
Okay. You know this forest, Twiggy?
I know it well enough. Spent a good amount of time here, trying to just bask in the sun before these old people came by and decided to ruin some nice time I was having to myself. Why don't you guys keep your voices low, stay low to the ground, and
Okay.
let's okay. Good job.
Yep.
Just a little,
Yep.
tone it down from like an 8 to like a 3. And I start trying to follow using, I don't know, I'm just following the direction of the trees point
Yeah.
to the wind, the breeze.
Yeah. And that'll get you a good ways because there is a bit of a path, right? Which being a human that you're following and not a creature of the forest, like they're going to take the path of least resistance when it suits them. So you can sort of follow this path. And you do for a while. You get pretty deep into the forest before you sort of get any sign of them or before this path diverges at all. Every now and again, you do see a footprint here or there, something pretty obvious to let you all know that you're on the right track. But then this path sort of ends. It carries on sort of at a 90-degree angle as a game trail, but it isn't as clear where this person, your quarry, might have gone. So you can try and track sort of non-magically. Anyone is welcome to make survival checks to see if you can pick up the trail. You can certainly use whatever kind of magic to get more information. But right now you'll need something to pick up the trail.
Would a survival or a nature check be more useful here?
Either of those will work, yeah.
Yeah, and I can make a perception or investigation with advantage if I smell stuff.
Oh, the nose.
Oh,
That's
sure.
right.
Yeah,
That makes
that'll work
sense,
for
yeah.
me. Yeah, that's a you thing. Yeah.
I got a 25 for nature.
Nice.
Yeah, Squiddle, I used my lucky feat and I rolled a 17.
Okay, nice.
There you
25,
go.
17. What'd you get?
With my advantage, 16 for investigation.
Good. Great. Love it. Anybody else want to do anything before I start offering up info?
Yeah, disco
I don't really
rolling
have
9s. I'm just
anything
really
yet.
enjoying the
Amazing,
sun.
great.
It's a
Yes.
gorgeous forest.
Wait,
Absolutely,
are we even
it's
able
beautiful.
to look at you? Because wouldn't you be reflecting everything?
Oh,
Disco's
shoot.
been they have been trying to find like the appropriate shade and cover, especially after Twiggy was like concerned about fire. So they are trying not to
Oh my
reflect
God.
any beams of light
That's
too
incredible.
focused. So there's a lot of shifting of like their crystalline plates to make sure that they are not. So it's
Yeah, if you
it's an
could-
attempt to stay like shadowy, but they're sadly reflecting little motes of light like all over them.
Yeah.
Like,
If you could
Does any
focus
dry
that
brush?
refraction, if you could focus
There
that
you go.
refraction on my leaves rather than on my trunk,
There
that'd
you
be
go.
great. I
I'm
don't want
trying
to be
not to
smelling
focus it
smoke.
anywhere. I know you don't want to be on fire. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I understand.
I love it. So what you all, Disco and Misty are enjoying the light and trying not to set Twiggy on fire. Squiddle and Scotty, the two of you get and Twiggy, the three of you, pick up the trail and find where this person has been headed. Twiggy, once again with that 25, I think what you will notice here is that it looks like they were joined by someone else. Now you saw, I think we said you saw 4 of them at one point.
Yes.
You were only following one up to now, and now it looks like a second has joined them. You, Twiggy, you pick up 2 sort of different locations where there are, broken branches and footprints and things like that.
I can sense that there's more than one. So just be careful. Again, fire. They like to use it. I don't like it. If you could protect me from that, that'd be great. All right, onward.
You all continue on following this path that several of your party was able to find. And it is those 3 who are helping you all to keep on track that first notice the smell. Twiggy is on the lookout for it, but Scotty's extra powerful nose definitely means that he notices pretty quickly too. And Squiddle, without your mustache there to sort of block the intake, you also your sense of smell is really heightened.
The void knows.
The void knows exactly, and it is definitely smoke, but it's well, let's say that for now. It's you smell smoke up ahead.
What are you all smelling right now?
Smoke, but I don't know what's burning.
It's probably the forest.
The forest is burning.
Probably. I mean, there's a lot of wood, a lot of dry. We've had a dry season, so it's catching pretty easily.
Should we go in direction of the burning?
That's probably a good idea.
At least to try and stop it. Yeah.
Do you want me to scout ahead?
I'll come with you. And Misty's gonna attach herself to Scotty, but then
Perfect.
disappear.
And then disappear.
Like Velcro
Perfect.
ball.
Yes. Squiddle, did you have something?
I know.
Oh,
Squiddle just waves by.
Yeah, waves goodbye. I see now.
Oh my
they're
gosh, I just
gone.
realized you
I will
see
stealth
Squiddle's
check.
mustache then, because it doesn't go invisible like me.
Oh, no.
He sort of
Just
gets
a flying
Misty
mustache.
rolls on Scotty so that the mustache looks like a little hair barrette on top of Scotty's
Aw.
head. So Scotty, you can scout, you can roll your. I'm not gonna. Misty is not gonna slow you down or hinder your sneakiness in
That was
any way.
an 8, so it's an 18.
Great, we do love a rogue. I should probably.
Nah, you don't need those. It's fine. You don't need
Who
that.
needs those?
My intuition tells me you don't need it.
Oh no, I'm confused. Scotty, you and Misty head forward a little bit, and you eventually, I mean, it's not hard to follow your nose, and then eventually follow both the heat, the waves of heat that you feel, and then the light that you see. And there is a small little clearing that you eventually sort of can see in the distance through the trees a little way. And there is a pretty large fire in the middle of this clearing, but it looks controlled. It looks almost like maybe it's a bonfire or something that was intentionally set. And I mean, you're in a forest, so there's no guarantee it's not going to spread. But at the moment, at least, it looks fairly contained. You don't see any people around at the moment.
Is there any other smell besides just burning wood? Like,
Oh, yes,
anybody?
I understand what you're asking. No, but you know what, Scotty? Why don't you make me another one of those smell checks?
Okay.
Which is just now what I'm going to call it when you get advantage.
That'll be 17.
Okay, you do not smell like roasted meat or anything in that bonfire. You do, however, smell from across the way beyond the bonfire. You do smell like rot.
Is it the same rot I smelled on the beach when we were attacked?
Not exactly. That rot was like wetter, right? It was like water rot,
Like
right?
sewage.
This is exactly. This is just like decomposing body kind
This
of
is
rot.
just trash day.
I mean, it's pretty bad trash day, but at least it isn't also like salt air and algae,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like the smell of burning trash?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Don't like the sound of that.
Misty. Misty,
Yes.
do you have a way of like talking to them without going back there?
You mean like messaging or
Yeah.
like telepathy situations?
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Incredible. I love this moment. So as that conversation happens, let's take a quick peek back at our friends who stayed behind while Scotty scouted ahead. Can I have the three of you please make perception checks now?
Yeah. In the meantime, Twiggy is with the smell of fire. He's gonna cast what I recently saw. I took Magic Initiate Druid.
Nice.
Even though I'm a rogue, and there was an option to take a cantrip for Druid Craft Plus.
Okay.
I'd never seen that before, but apparently after 5th level, you gain deeper control over the elements, allowing you to shield it says shield a 10-foot radius sphere. I don't know what that means, but shield from snow and rain. I thought I could make it rain around me, and I was going to do that, but never mind.
Oh.
But
would've been dope.
Hold on a second. Can't you do that with Druidcraft? No? I guess
Maybe.
not. All right. I like
Never mind.
the
Forget
flavor
what I
of it
just
though.
said.
So
I was
you
gonna
just,
try to
no,
make
here's
I was
what it
trying to
is.
soak my wood by
You can use Druidcraft to like make the leaves that you have kind of dewy. How's that? I like that.
There you go.
I
Perfect.
think it's a fun idea. Yeah.
Thanks
Great.
for saving me.
Of course. I got
You
you.
said perception check?
Please. Disco, how'd you do?
13.
Okay. Misty, no, you're not there. Squiddle, how'd you do?
18.
Okay, and Twiggy.
21. I'm rolling high.
Okay, so all three of you then here, walking up from behind you, or sort of off to the side and behind you, a set of footsteps, and it doesn't sound like they're trying to be sneaky about it at all.
Everyone hide.
If you would like to hide, I'll take a stealth check. And if not, that's also fine. I will, but yeah, is anybody of the three of you? Sounds like Twiggy's hiding.
Squiddle just flies upwards.
That's
Love it.
easy for Twiggy. Like,
Yeah,
I'm climbing up halfway, like up a tree, and then just like
I love it.
Kind of hanging off, and then looking just like a branch.
I love it.
Disco just kind of extends like their length around a nearby tree trunk and casts minor illusion over themselves to match the trunk.
Ooh. Oh, I like that. You know what? With all three of those, you're not really gonna you don't have to roll. That's great. I love that. So in that case, you all in your various places, how very cool. After a few moments, you hear footsteps coming, And then they seem to pass through the area where you all just were. And if you look closely enough, you actually see little footprints forming in the dirt, but you don't see anything.
Okay.
And they're headed in the direction that Scotty and Misty went.
Can we still... How far away roughly did they get? Can we see where they went to investigate?
You can just barely maybe see them through the trees in the distance, but they're pretty far out there. I'd say at least 100 feet or so. But if you need line of sight, you can at least see them. Yeah.
Does it seem like the footsteps and the whatever have like passed us?
Yes. They're without even pausing, they just go right by where you all are.
Disco uses message to contact Squiddle. Squiddle.
There's the spell we were looking for.
Yes.
Can you see where Scotty is? I don't know why I'm whispering. This works just fine if I think at like full volume.
Wait, are you? I don't see your mouth moving. I'm getting the message though. DM, does Squiddle?
Yeah, you've got
It's
line of sight
Squiddle
on them.
flew, yeah.
Right, yeah, you're up, so you've got a much clearer view of them, in fact. Although not, there's still branches, whatever. But yeah, you've got a clearer view of them from up there.
Can you
Okay.
let them know something's coming? Do you have a good way to
Yes.
do that?
I think so. It's something that I've been practicing lately. Called sending.
Hey, we're all learning stuff today.
I'm not.
Bless your
Oh.
heart.
Exactly.
Your
Sweet.
empty head, Scotty.
Across
Yeah.
any distance. Okay.
Scotty has no short-term memory, so
Sweet
Bless
baby
both
angel.
of your brain cells.
Sweet baby angel.
Yeah, Squiddle is going to cast sending to
Great.
Misty,
Great.
Mhm.
and it's going to say there is some entity heading your way now
good
From-
entity.
from
What? Can I talk
behind.
back? I can't talk back.
No. Well, Miss,
No,
you
we
can't.
can't.
Misty could.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Stop listening to my thoughts. Just kidding.
We're really, really close now.
Well,
is
then
what's going on.
stop sitting on my head.
That's fair enough.
Hmm.
Scotty. What? I just got a transmission from Squiddle.
I thought you said you couldn't do that.
I can't.
You just...
Something wicked this way comes. That's
Oh.
all she said.
That's a much more efficient use of words.
Incredible. And as this very concise version of the message gets passed along to Scotty, the two of you are distracted. You want to turn around because you were told something's coming behind you, but then you hear from the other side of the clearing, you hear a lumbering sound. Footsteps, big heavy footsteps. Scotty, that smell of rot gets stronger. And coming through the trees into this clearing is an enormous, what must be an ogre, but its flesh is rotting and falling off in places, and it appears to be a zombie of an ogre walking into this clearing. And that's where we'll take a little bit of a break, a little tight 5. As we leave our friends with some creepiness. We're going to take care of ourselves, get a stretch, get some water, whatever it is that we need, and you should do the same. We'll try and keep it to as tight a 5 as we can, so we will see you all very shortly. Find out what happens next. Thanks, y'all. See you in a second. Welcome back. Thank you so much for hanging out. We are back. Our 5 familiar friends are in the Uirwood Forest, just east of the city of Delphuntal. They've been following the tracks of what we assume is probably some red wizard who is apparently also in search of pest. They found, something. They found a great big bonfire in a clearing. Something not visible is creeping through the woods behind them, and a large ogre zombie has broken into the clearing ahead of them. Let's go ahead and start with Scotty and Misty, since you two are sort of apparently stuck between a rock and a hard place, or an ogre and an invisible thing.
Misty.
What are you two doing?
Misty.
Missy's still invisible, remember?
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, good.
I know, Misty. Scotty just goes, Misty,
Yeah, yes, I'm
get
here.
gone.
Just
Wait,
be
can I still
gone?
talk back to
Stick
Squiddle, or is it
on.
too...
Like a stick on.
Oh yeah.
You can reply to Squiddle. So if you've not replied yet, you can still reply, Misty.
Okay. She's gonna use. I can only do how many words?
25.
Okay, cool. So at this right now, Misty's gonna go. Wait a minute. I'm going to call them back now. And she's going to say to Squiddle, "We need you guys to hurry up and get here. You know why?
Why?
Do you want to know why?"
You imagine
That's
that
it.
Squiddle says why back. Yeah.
Squiddle just says why out loud, but it doesn't get
Right.
transmitted.
Yeah.
Still
Why-
doing
why what?
messaging. Why what?
Yeah,
what?
exactly. Oh no. So Disco's messaging. Squiddle is sending and also not sending, but having a conversation. This is great. Carry on.
Oh no.
Disco, Misty did not hear me when I said why. Can you please use message to ask them why?
I think we can probably just try to catch up with them right now. We're already following this invisible.
You know
thing,
what?
right?
That's
Hold
a
on.
better idea.
Yeah,
mm.
I think we should resolve this conversational order at like.
This was amazing. All right, so Misty, let me ask real quick, and then we will come back because I know Scotty has a plan for this moment. But Misty, did you say what you needed to say to Squiddle?
Yeah, she basically just said,
Okay, great.
You know, the thing that we read.
Yeah.
It's here.
It's here. Okay, love it. Go ahead, Scotty. Now, what is your plan for Misty?
Stick. Get a Velcro on.
Oh, stick. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, stick.
Yeah.
Not Twiggy.
Yeah.
And Scotty sneezes them backwards
Oh, very good.
about 60 feet, which should put me close, like probably even a little bit behind everybody else. And I'm assuming they're used to hearing random sneezes at this point, so they would probably know.
I think so. Kelly, high or low?
Ah,
Oh, no.
low.
Okay. I rolled a
Good.
5, so you didn't blink into the invisible person. So
That would have been fun.
it would have been very
Yeah.
fun. Okay, yeah. So you blink back, and so Disco and Squiddle and Twiggy, if you have any sort of eyes locked on those two and where they are ahead of you, they are suddenly much closer to you. And in fact, I think we can say on the other side of that invisible, whatever that invisible
That was my
creature
goal.
was. Yeah. So we'll say you've basically leapfrogged over the invisible thing, which is still, as far as the rest of you can tell, still headed in the direction of like the bonfire clearing. It doesn't turn around to like follow Scotty.
Can we tell if the ogre has, or the, whatever the zombified creature
Have
has
they
noticed
seen
us?
it yet?
They have not seen it, but at this point they can hear it. Once you all pointed out, like it's not being quiet in there, so you can hear that it is still in that clearing. It doesn't seem to be approaching your direction.
So, go ahead.
I was gonna say, have their like footprint depressions stopped when the ogre?
No,
made-
they kept going.
Oh,
No, doesn't seem to pause or anything. Yeah. Oh my god, I love it. Ooh.
So the
Like
good
I said,
news
they had
is,
zombies.
the
you didn't
good
say
news
anything
is
about ogre zombies.
That's the first time I've seen it. I don't know what it is.
the
Okay,
good
fair.
news is that if we wait long enough, it'll probably fall apart before we have to fight it.
Mhm. Yeah, I've
The
seen
bad
these things
news
fall apart over the course
is-
of like 7 days. So
Yeah.
just wait 7 days will be great.
Uh-huh. So the bad news is it's probably going to take too long to do that.
Mm.
And there's a big giant ogre dead thing coming this way. And there's a giant bonfire, by the way, Twiggy. I'm so sorry.
I know I can feel the heat, emanating from it.
I don't know what we should do.
Do we want that thing to not go towards the bonfire?
I mean, I think we could burn it, right?
That might
we
be
wanna
maybe
dangerous. That
Do we
might
maybe
be-
just want to watch, see what's going to happen, and then just jump in if something happens?
I think that's a good idea.
Probably a good
Very good
idea.
idea.
Okay, should
I
we all
think-
sneak forward a little bit so we can see? I don't like that you laughed, so no, I don't.
No, listen, I mean, I just love when the
You're gonna make
rogue is the
you
one
roll
that
for it.
suggests that the whole party roll stealth.
Exactly. I was like, it's gonna make us roll.
I have never played a rogue before, so I'm just going on.
If we can,
Oh, great.
What are my big numbers?
if
Are
we
there any
can
overhanging
see-
branches over the fire, and just so I can kind of get like
Oh.
this bird's eye view of everything?
I don't know that. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they go all the way into. It's a big enough clearing. I don't know that they go all the way in, but yeah, there are definitely branches that are out over the clearing for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Disco.
Oh, if we can still see where the bonfire is from where we are.
I think so. Not super. I mean, not. Yeah. You can see it through the trees up ahead.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Yeah, Disco would get a little bit closer to it, and again do an illusion to kind of hide up next to a tree.
I love
But
that. Yeah.
he's kind of thinking about doing something when they get close to the fire.
Okay. Other preparations that y'all want to make? I mean, we can sort of move around. You can move around and position yourselves a way out. If you want to get much closer to the clearing, we'll probably want stealth rolls. But if you all just want to reposition out around, that's fine.
Can I get over the clearing on one of the branches?
Yeah, that one will probably want a stealth check since you'll be on
I'm
top
okay
of
with that.
them.
I'm
So,
okay
but
with
yes,
that.
absolutely you
I'm a rogue.
can. But let's take that stealth check. Yeah,
I was gonna
totally.
say, Sneaky twigs.
I know. Sneaky.
Yes, Squiddle is still flying.
Yeah,
Sort
great.
of levitating, maybe about 20 feet above ground.
Great.
And you just see them locked eyes with this thing that's walking towards that fire, and
Mhm.
there's black ooze and tiny tendrils dripping from their hands.
Yes.
They're preparing something.
Yes, I love that. All right, so Squiddle's getting ready, Disco's getting ready. Twiggy, how'd we do getting up on that branch quietly?
The 30 gonna do it?
Oh, I see. What's weird is they have this funny perception hole at 30 where they see everything.
Oh, it kind of wraps back around.
Yeah, right, exactly right. Yeah, Twiggy is one with the tree. It's fine.
Shocking.
Scotty and Misty, how about you two?
Misty's still invisible.
Great, invisible
So-
and attached to Scotty still. Great, love it. Scotty, what are we doing? You are muted now.
Not muted when I'm on.
Isn't it always the way?
Okay, I'm going to do the war dog belly crawl
Yes.
all the way up through the bushes.
Yes, I love it.
Mhm.
I love it. I will take that stealth roll.
Oh, I thought I was cute enough you weren't going to ask.
Oh, no, you're very cute. And you also have a big enough modifier that I don't feel bad asking anyway.
19.
See?
Whoa.
And Misty's attached to me, so Misty probably doesn't need to make any kind of check.
Oh, yeah, no. Misty is
just
both
gonna sing
invisible
with
and
that.
not moving of
Yeah.
her own volition, so she's fine.
Are you still there, Misty?
She just all of a sudden you feel a little sharp little bite in her neck, and she's like,
a sharp
"I
sharp little
slipped."
bite and a little bit of squidgy mustache.
Yeah, that's right. The mustache is still there.
Yeah.
Misty seems to me to be somebody who's just happy to be along for the ride.
Oh, just wait till Misty gets to fight things. She
Oh,
gets
yeah.
very excited. I love it. All right, so you all are all set up. I mean, what you see is this ogre zombie sort of wanders in, and attached to its back, it has a this big reed cage-looking contraption, and it sort of gets to the fire. And those footprints, it's harder to see now that the invisible thing is further away, so it's harder to track the footprints, but you can kind of tell that it's made it to the clearing. This ogre pulls the cage off of its back and holds it up and just sort of stays there for a moment. And then after maybe 10 or 15 seconds, it just takes the cage by one end, shakes it, and this leopardy or panthery sort of large cat, jungle cat or forest cat, like maybe an ocelot or something, falls out of it and just screeches and runs away. And then the ogre just sort of stands still there and stops moving.
Was that Pest?
Was that?
Pest.
Is that your friend, Scotty?
They weren't wearing green.
That was a very large cat, unless
Oh.
Pest has had a growth spurt. But I could try to find him and have him cast magic spell if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wait. Are you joking?
Oh, Scotty. Oh, Scotty, bud. I don't. To be fair, I don't think Misty was joking. Knowing Misty, I don't think she was joking.
No. I don't think. I think Pest is a little bit smaller than that. That looked angry.
It did. It looked real
Also,
mad to be in
why-
that cage.
Wait a
Especially
second.
shaking
So
it.
we could see through the cage like it was a wicker
It
cage.
was like a
Yeah, it was pretty tightly packed. So you could see that there was something inside of
okay,
it.
good. So it didn't. He didn't like just shake it and it poofed.
No. There was something
Okay.
inside of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God.
Can
no.
do I have eyes on this invisible person?
Oh yeah, you probably
I
would.
know
Why
I don't
don't
have
you
eyes
make?
on
That's
it.
a great
but-
question.
I'll take a I'll take perception
check,
from up
disadvantage or
there.
anything, or just straight?
No, because you've got high ground, so I'm going to cancel the disadvantage that I would
Okay.
give you for it being invisible.
It's my first low roll of the day. It's a 3
Oh,
plus
no.
3, 6.
6. I mean, you're pretty sure that they're still in the clearing, but you can't pinpoint exactly where
Okay.
right now. Yeah. Well, you all have been very patiently waiting with dripping ichor and something else from Disco and whatever. So feel free or tell me no, and I'll figure out what they do next in that clearing. They'll do a whole little play.
Well-
Misty's just gonna whisper to Scotty. You're just gonna hear her say, "How do we make him show himself, or itself, or whatever itself is?"
That was a lot of spit and not as much words. And I can you try it with words that don't have as many consonants?
And remember, she has the blue thing going
I
at the
know.
same time, so it just wipes it away.
Exactly.
It's like going in his ear, and he's just like.
It tickles. It tickles. Like a spread.
What was the question?
Maybe we should make him show himself somehow.
How we're gonna make him show himself, though?
Otherwise, we're waiting here for 7 days.
Will there be food?
Disco, I think I heard you say something about wanting to do something with the fire. I want you to do it. Just be careful. I'm in the vicinity.
Yeah, that's
Poor
a
Twiggy.
that's a really important question about snacks. About how high up is the branch that Twiggy's on?
I mean, these trees are
Well, he's
old
over-
and pretty big, and
Okay.
he's also not immediately over the bonfire. So I don't know. What do you need? A 20-foot radius?
Oh, that's perfect.
Okay, great.
Assuming that, like, I don't know, is anyone I think real quick, yeah, like Disco asked, Twiggy, can you hear? Are they saying anything?
Can I listen in? Can I hear anything? No?
You don't. Yeah, you can't hear anything. I mean, the ogre zombie has just sort of stopped doing anything at all. And as far as you can hear from up there, the invisible thing is not making any. I mean, yeah, not making any noises either.
Right now, all I hear is the crackling screams of my former brothers and sisters in the bonfire. That's kind of hard to hear past.
Well, only I can prevent forest fires. And Disco sends out some of the motes, some of the crystalline motes.
Yes.
And they sort of start falling right in the vicinity of the bonfire.
Oh.
And he casts Snylock's Snowball Swarm,
Yes.
centered on the point of the fire.
Yes. Okay.
So it's basically gonna like be from the bonfire. So snowballs are erupting. Hold on, I can actually read it. A flurry of magic snowballs erupts from a point you choose in range. Each creature in a 5-foot radius must make a dex saving throw. And cold damage on a failed save, half as much on a successful one. Essentially, Disco's thought is putting out the fire, but if they're still near it, they're gonna get something invisible in air is gonna get pelted with snowballs.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, you definitely can see that the ogre zombie is. The invisible one, you don't know, but the ogre zombie is definitely within this thing's range. That's a dex save, you said? I can't imagine it's going to do particularly well.
DC 15, go for it.
So I rolled a once modified with the dexterity modifier of this stat block, I got a -1.
Nice.
Oh,
See, but if it wraps back around, that is just like
See,
one
yeah,
below my
like that's
30.
Exactly
Oh,
right.
it's
Exactly.
like-
It's a
it's like
29.
when you play Civ 5
thousand.
and like always with the nukes. Got it.
Exactly right. Yeah. So that one definitely. So you would go and roll up that damage while I
Sure.
roll for what was the DC?
15.
Okay. know this person's dex modifier. Here we go. Oop, not good enough. All right. What's that damage on that snowball swarm?
It's 9 cold damage. It's not much, but it's really less. It's more about putting out the fire and seeing if the snowballs hit anything else other than the ogre.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. And they do. You can sort of see and a little bit feel it through the magic, right, Disco? And Twiggy, you can see it very clearly. The rest of you sort of get a sense of it. But there is, as the snowballs pelt down and sort of into powder, right, as they hit things, you see a little like frosted outline of a humanoid shape, medium-sized humanoid shape, standing on the other side of the bonfire from where the ogre is. Looks like they have some sort of like book or something in their hands. You can sort of see the outline of that as all of this powdered snow explodes around them. The bonfire goes out. The ogre just sort of takes several smacks on the head from these snowballs and like does not react. And right before the powder dissipates, you see that humanoid outline start to look around.
I think I'm going to take that opportunity to try to throw a dagger at the humanoid.
Oh, heck yeah.
Or not a dagger.
Yeah, you see where it is, yeah.
I think we need to get something going here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Rather than a dagger, it's actually, so he has,
Yes.
what's the item? He has the bracer of flying daggers, so I can get daggers back, but it's not actual daggers.
Right.
It's just thorns that he like throws out from his branches.
I love that flavor so much.
So he throws 2 thorns from his branches. Hopefully, well, the first one's at advantage because I'm hiding, right?
Yes, correct.
Cool. And that is, I think it's a 19.
Oh, that'll do.
Cool. And then the second one is a natural 20, but it's not the sneak attack one, unfortunately.
That's right. You got to give everybody else a chance in here too.
Yep. Okay.
The rogue's
so
curse.
The first one is going to do 5, 12, 14, 20, 25 points of damage on the sneak attack.
Nice.
And then, oh, you know what? Actually, take away 3 from that, so it's 22. And
Okay.
then it's another 6 points. Sorry, 1 point because I don't add the modifier.
20.
So 24 points of damage total, and I yell out, "All right, get him!" And hopefully the invisibility can drop because I did a bunch of damage to him.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so he's gonna roll some concentration there, but it does sound like we should roll initiative. But then I will allow the other three of you, to have this little surprise round because they were not aware of you whatsoever. But while I'm doing a little housekeeping and logistics, why don't we roll initiative?
Nice.
All right, and then I need 2 concentration checks.
So the other familiars that haven't done anything, oh no.
It's fine. I rolled a natural 20 on my first concentration check against that sneak attack.
Nice.
So, okay, yeah, and then a 11 on the other one. So,
All right.
So still invisible. But what were you gonna ask me, Squiddle? Sorry.
The other familiars that haven't attacked yet, did we get like one more attack before?
Oh yeah.
initiative, or-
The three of you will get to take a turn before we actually jump into a round of initiative.
Okay.
Yeah.
Squiddle is still feeling that thing that Twiggy said about losing their friends to fires, and you just see like one singular tear go down their cheek and into the void, and their big cute eyes turn red, and they say, "You're going to pay for that." And they cast Evard's black tentacles.
Yes.
It's
Oh, I love this.
you know
Nice.
those tendrils and black ooze I was talking about?
Yeah.
You just see this black ooze and tendrils grow forth out of Squiddle's little paws towards the entity that is now visible.
Yeah. In that
And,
moment,
and
yes.
sort of like centered on them so that that 20-foot square is not going to
Yeah.
affect anyone else but them and maybe
got
the
it.
ogre.
And probably the ogre. Yeah, we'll
If
put the ogre in
possible.
there too. Absolutely. So what this is a strength or dexterity? I don't remember for this one.
Dex 11.
Dex. Okay. The wizard fails. The invisible thing fails. And the zombie rolled an 11, which means it has a 9, so it also fails.
Yes, excellent.
It's going well for these folks. All right, that's some. Is it necrotic bludgeoning? This is a creepy spell. What does it do?
So that's gonna be, let me see, 9 damage.
Woohoo! And it is, I believe it's restrained. Is that
It's
right?
gonna become difficult terrain
Oh, difficult terrain. Okay, great.
for the duration.
All right. Well, this poor guy has no idea what's happening. Just all of a sudden getting attacked out of nowhere.
And that is bludgeoning damage.
Okay, great.
You asked about the
Oh, I
damage
did.
before.
Yep. All right. Anything else I should know about this, or we can hop to Scotty and Misty?
I think for their next turn, they take that damage again if they don't succeed on a deck save,
I think
right?
that's true. I think as long as they start their turn in that area, they're gonna keep taking this. I think.
Okay.
Uh,
That's it for Squiddle.
I love it, Scotty.
How far away is that ogre?
Within a move and a bonus and a single dash, so you can still have an action available to you.
Okay. Or
Or
just ballparking it here.
by all means.
I'm gonna move forward a little bit and sneeze.
Oh, there you go. Even better.
And I am
Oh,
going
it's definitely
to.
within a sneeze. Yeah,
I'm going to regret what I'm about to do.
I'm excited about it.
I
though.
like those words.
Yeah, me too.
I am going to reappear on the ogre's shoulder
Yeah.
and go hard on the neck.
Yeah.
And then so I do get that sneak attack.
Heck yeah. Yeah, well, and Misty's with you there too, so
Oh, yeah, I took
you've got that
Misty.
permanent ally within 5 feet.
Thanks for telling me.
That's one way to make sure you get your sneak attack. Just attach your monk to you.
Wait, how is Misty gonna run up a vertical surface?
Roll.
You just
I mean,
roll up a
stick.
vertical surface.
Or,
That's right.
I mean, are you even a monk if you haven't said that at least once per session? Anyway.
Oh my, I haven't thought about it yet.
Okay, so I get advantage on that first attack.
Because you
to hit-
blinked on top of him? Yeah.
Okay. Why is this not showing? 16?
For the ogre? Yeah, that'll hit the ogre for sure.
Okay, so that is going to be 6 piercing limit. And then sneak attack.
Yeah.
I mean, this literally looks like if you've seen that dog on TikTok that has the sword in his mouth and just
Oh.
starts flailing around.
Yeah.
That is what this
Yeah.
looks
I love
like.
that.
So thank you to that couple who has that dog. 12.
12.
Nice.
Math. Okay. Oh, wait, that was to the...
Ogre.
Yeah. Okay, great. All right. And Misty, how about
Is
you
now
now that you've been brought over?
I know, right? Well, I guess I'm
convenient.
just- was this just one attack, or is this an actual?
No, you can take a
like,
turn, a full
burn?
turn. Yeah, take a turn.
Oh, okay, cool. You know what? I'm gonna save it for the next. Okay, so what
Okay.
she's gonna do here is she's just going to pop off of Scotty, and you guys see her just do that thing where she starts to just expand like a puffball. And then
Yeah.
it's almost like it pops. And when she pops, it's the tarantula throwing hairs thing. So the hair is just gonna throw, and it's like like that basically.
I love it.
So we have
That's
two
gonna
different
be-
party members flailing wildly on
Yes.
top of this ogre.
And a different set of two party members who are throwing bits of themselves as weapons. So I love it.
Okay. Let's see. So this is. Does a 13 hit?
A 13 does hit.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, this ogre has a
Check it out.
-2 dexterity. Its AC is 8. Good luck missing.
All right.
That's
so
how we got that
damage
-1
for that
dexterity saving
one.
throw.
8 damage for that
8
one.
damage, yeah. Sorry.
Yep. I mean, she's just gonna do it again. Let's try
Yeah.
it again. 14 hits.
We'll do it.
7.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to. I can either attack again, or I can use a key to attack twice, right?
Correct.
For my bonus action, I can attack again, or I can use my key. Or I can use, you know what? She's going to use her final thing to yeah, like you, Kelly, this is like, I rarely get to play my monk, so I'm very happy to do it.
Yeah.
But that means that when I finally get to play it, I'm like, wait, what am I doing again? Oh, okay. She's gonna use her bonus action to then take off in the other direction, maybe like
Yeah, you can
yeah,
step of the wind,
put
right?
some distance. Put some distance. Like,
Oh, you also haven't moved yet though, so you can do that with just your movement, because remember Scotty brought you up there, so you have you want to disengage is what you want to do. Now I understand what you're saying to me.
yeah, because I want to move far back for the next attacks and stuff.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. Great. So Misty's like, and then just sings off a little
Scotty's
ball
like,
of light.
Goodbye. I guess.
Goodbye. All right. Well, let's see. Where's my? Here we go. Twiggy, what did you get for initiative? The rest of you I got because D&D Beyond is magic.
I got 12.
Twiggy, a 12. All right.
Sorry, I was using my Beetle and Grim Rogue.
No,
dice.
that's fine. Absolutely fine. Listen, we love it. We love to see it. This is a fun order. Okay, so you all just went ham and from hiding on this ogre zombie and this invisible person. Disco kicked it off with the snowball, which made the invisible person like covered in white powder for the remainder of this little surprise round. But I will say at this point, since he didn't lose concentration, the snow powder and whatever else has melted and gone away. So he is still invisible and he is back to being invisible fully at this point. The ogre has finally decided that, okay, I guess a few snowballs on the head wasn't a big deal, but it does feel like there are other things happening, like this thing that's gnawing on me on my back. So the ogre has also decided to join the fray. But because we have a lot of characters with very high dexterity bonuses, we actually begin with Scotty here in this round. And Scotty will be followed very quickly by Misty.
And Misty, who had to go away and lose me my sneak attack.
Oh no!
You can always ready in action until Misty comes or someone comes
You
back.
can steady aim too.
Yeah, okay, so that's gonna be a thing. Scotty's gonna look at Misty with that. If he had hands, it would be like.
Misty just like this from across the field.
And so Scotty's gonna have his knife in his mouth.
Yeah.
And just be like.
Ready. All
like
right.
the thing where the dog is like going back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I love it. All right.
the ball.
And as soon as
Drop it.
No.
exactly. Drop it. As soon as an ally is close enough to distract this ogre and give you some sneak attack, you will take that attack. I love it. Anything else on that turn, Scotty?
I will look fierce
Yeah.
with all 5 teeth.
Incredible. All right, that brings us to Misty is up next.
All right. Okay. Wherever Misty is,
Uh-huh.
she has gone into like her sort of semi-invisible mode. So if the ogre's looking at the field, all of a sudden you guys see this like ghostly, like skeletal
Ooh.
hand
Oh.
come out of the ground close to the ogre. And the hand does like this, as if asking the ogre to dance.
Oh.
The ogre.
What
I thought I told you. I don't remember
There's
these
the
zombies
ogre.
dancing.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Make a... No, I think the ogre... I don't think the ogre takes dance position, but like, sure, the ogre will reach out towards the hand.
So, okay, so then the hand's gonna immediately change position
Yeah.
and literally slap him across the face.
This is very
So I have
gentlemanly like.
magic
Okay.
initiate warlock.
No, slap and tickle. All right.
She'll touch
Oh.
you. Let me see. Oh,
Incredible
20.
casting of Chill Touch.
Ooh.
Yes,
Wow.
that'll do it.
20.
What an incredible
That's
casting.
10 damage. Well, Misty's has a
Nice.
dancer background. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I love it. Just slap him.
And
So is the ogre distracted at this point?
So unfortunately, a ranged attack isn't gonna get your sneak attack yet.
Don't worry,
But-
Scotty. I got you.
Yeah.
You got me? Okay. The other rogue knows what I
One
need.
rogue to another. I got you.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I didn't know you were a rogue. I didn't know you were. I thought you were going to be a druid, but that was probably just typecast.
Druid Initiate.
Oh, no.
Misty, anything else on your
Yes.
turn?
Yes,
Yeah.
I am a monk.
Do
I
it.
came here to throw bows.
That's
So
right.
she's going to. So I guess
Yeah.
at this point I think I can move forward again.
Okay.
So literally as he's standing there, like okay, and then he gets slapped across the face, like what the?
Right.
She's gonna move forward
Yeah.
because I mean she sort of read Scotty's face, like what are you doing? and she's going to do. At this point, I think I can do another attack. No. A melee
No, because
attack.
it's only if you have taken the attack action with your action, but since you cast a spell, there's no bonus action hits.
So there's no bonus actions
Yeah.
at all. But I can move.
just no bonus action attacks. You can do anything else with your bonus action. You just can't throw hands this round.
Oh, okay. Okay. She's gonna move really close to the things. I guess she can Misty assume where the face is.
Yeah. This is of the ogre or the invisible thing? The ogre, right? Which the ogre is what you've been fighting.
Yeah. The ogre, the one that that Scotty's needing it.
Yes, that
She's
Scotty's
gonna
at. Yes.
Fly up close to his face and
Yeah.
appear really like right in front of its face, right after it got slapped across the face, and she's going to hex him for a bonus action. Can I
Heck
do
yeah.
that?
Yeah, because your action spell was a cantrip. So yeah, absolutely you can.
Yeah. Okay,
What
and so
ability would you want to hex? What is he now bad at? Strength, Dex, Con, Intwiz, Cha.
Intwist Cha.
Intwiz Cha.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Intwist Cha to you as well.
Intwiz Cha.
Wow.
Okay. I'm gonna go with you guys. We'll do that then. And he does an extra 1d6 damage, the necrotic damage to the target
Right, you
whenever
do.
hit with attack.
Yes, absolutely. All right, Scotty, you see, so Misty comes up and just stares in the ogre's eyes, and the ogre sort of withers a little bit under the curse of this hex. Scotty, you can go ahead and take that attack.
Oh heck! I'm gonna stab him in the ear.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Ow. Oh God.
Ow.
I was
So-
very enthusiastic, and then it processed.
My first
Yeah.
attack is a 14, which hits,
That'll do.
and then that's a 5, and then my sneak attack,
Nick attack.
Boom.
17 extra.
It was 5 and 17 was what you
5
said?
and 17.
It was 22. Okay. All right, so you flail, you run over. I just smacked the shit out of my headphone. Ow.
Oh,
You
no.
run over, you flail with that dagger, and you do happen to just get sort of the perfect right into the ogre's ear, and the ogre sort of freezes and just topples over on its side with your dagger. Well, you can take the dagger back, but for a brief
yeah.
instant, the dagger is sticking just straight up out of the ogre's
I'm
ear.
gonna do the action hero thing of like I have
Yeah.
the dagger and I'm gonna ride the shoulder down and then jump off at the last minute and not look at it.
Yeah, just walk away. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Well, next up is the ogre. So, however, immediately after that is the invisible thing, and it does stuff. Let's see here. Okay, so you all hear very clearly, because I rolled a 1 and a 2. You all hear very clearly a set of footsteps just take off across the clearing away from you all. Squiddle, it is your turn.
Does Squiddle have a sense that there's still something in the tentacles?
In the tentacles, yes. Because when I say take off, I do mean like schlorp through tentacles for 20 feet. Just remember. So takeoff is a generous description of what happens. Also, that dexterity save that it was supposed to make is a 7, so it will take that
Uh-oh.
bludgeoning damage
Wonderful.
again.
I think that was a 9.
A
damage.
9, all right.
Yeah.
There's definitely a grunt in there during this wading through tentacles.
And how are they within 5 feet of Squiddle right now?
You know, actually, the way that yes, we could say yes, they are. They do not know it, but yes.
Okay, Squiddle has a plan, and they don't
So
know if
ready.
it's gonna work, but They do grow another tentacle out of their hand.
Can't grow it on your
And-
face, but you can grow it out
That's
of your hand.
exactly what I was gonna say.
Squiddle is going to detach the tentacle from her hand and just attach it to her face. And so you see this tentacle growing out from their face.
Yes.
And the end of the tentacle kind of caresses this thing's shoulder as to
Oh.
comfort them.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
This is PG-13.
Squiddle rolled a natural 1 to hit.
Oh,
But they
Oh.
are going to try to mimic what Misty did in smacking them.
right.
Yay! Well,
But I think their tentacle is so slimy that it just kind of like gently
Florps off of them.
Yeah.
gently caresses off their, which is almost worse.
It's its first day. It's okay.
Yeah. Somewhere in this person's head, it was like the ogre got slapped. I got hit on. I don't even know. I think. You know what? I'm gonna finally give this poor dude a perception check to see what. Well, all right. Listen, Beetle and Crims. If the point of the dice was to make sure the players win, you're doing great.
That's why they made sure to put Dungeon Master on your set.
Yes,
Yeah.
right. All right, so Squiddle, you may have failed, but like there's a bit of success in here because this invisible thing, which you can't. Oh wait, he took damage. Let's see if you can see him. Okay, so now we roll poorly in a useful place. Suddenly, blinking into view from when it takes the bludgeoning damage from your Evard's Black Tentacles is a red-robed, bald, tattooed human who just looks like he is having the worst day of his life.
Yes.
He is, as he pops into view, because you've just caressed him and also he's just flailing and trying to, like when there's that mosquito that like just loves to live near your ear and then flies off as soon as, it's that, like he's, and still doesn't see any of you. So truly just this forest is cursed and I've got to get out of here. You all have broken this poor man, and that brings us anything else, Squiddle?
Yeah, Squiddle's gonna use their bonus action, telepathic speech.
Yeah.
Hey, Misty, is there any way you can stun the person dressed in red?
yes, I can.
Okay.
When it's my turn.
When it's your turn. When it's your turn, can you do that?
Don't I have to wait? What the hell?
You do have to wait for your turn, yes,
Yeah.
but on your turn.
Okay, yeah.
And that's it for Squiddle.
Very good, very good,
Yay.
excellent. That brings us to Twiggy with Disco on deck.
So he still hasn't seen Twiggy, correct?
No.
Cool. In that case, Twiggy's gonna stand up on the branch, and from his like wrist, you guys remember the horrible movie X-Men Origin Wolverine, and how
That's so
Deadpool
excited now.
got his swords like Wolverine into his
Oh.
arms.
Oh, yes.
So like
Okay, that part was
Twiggy
awful.
does like
Gross.
the Twiggy does like the tree version of that, so like this long like
that's actually kinda
thorn
cool.
ends up like coming out of his arm.
Since it's growing out of you, it's cool.
It's growing, yeah.
Yeah, it's less
Um,
horrifying.
It's a different kind of organic material.
Yeah.
So he's going to have this like rapier grow out of his arm, and he's going to like swan dive off of this branch towards this red wizard and say, "Fire safety's no joke in the forest," and
Yes, yes,
coming like
yes.
straight down.
We love it. PSA catchphrase. Yes.
So he's gonna hit him with his rapier.
Incredible. Do it.
That is an 18 to hit.
That will absolutely hit. What size is Twiggy? Small or medium?
Twiggy is small, definitely small.
Great. Add a D. It's a rapier, right? Add a
is rapier.
D6 to
Okay.
whatever your damage is, because you're leaping and using the force of gravity to impale this man. So you can add a
that makes
D6 to your damage.
5d6 and 1d8.
Heck
for the
yeah.
damage, Plus 5. I'm going to re-roll a 2 because I have the piercer feat that I forgot about last round.
Twiggy and Kent would get along very well.
Yeah.
I rolled max damage on the weapon damage. So this is gonna be
Yeah.
nice. 6,
This one's
10, 13, 21, 26, 31 points of damage on that.
Okay, great.
And then the second attack, bonus action. Or actually, he's not going to bonus action. He's going to he's gonna get up in his face and he's gonna say like the night and then just scamper off. Just disengaging,
What?
trying to run behind a tree.
Yeah. Yeah, I think in this case, the
Right.
disengage action isn't like a rogue being nimble. It's just this poor dude is so gobsmacked.
Yeah.
That he's
No, he like
not-
waddles and kind of like
Yeah.
just shakes his branches and
You
starts
just
going
basically
forward.
did the no one will ever believe you and then ran away.
Yeah.
He tumbleweeded away.
That's incredible. I love it. I love it so much. Oh, all right, Twiggy, what a turn. We are on to disco.
So they are visible and having a really bad day, right?
That is correct.
How are they looking?
I mean, bad. How bad is a good question. They're bleeding for sure. It's not, they're not. A stiff breeze won't knock them over, but
Yeah.
a fireball might.
No fire. No
Well,
fire.
Sorry, a lightning bolt might.
Trying to avoid fire. Probably no lightning either.
Yeah, you're
We're in
right.
the forest. However, a thunderclap next to their ear might be fun. So that's what Disco does. Casts thunderclap on this creature and
Yeah.
uses sorcery points to keep anyone else. Actually, it's a 5 foot. It basically like the range is right there, but yeah. So it's basically
Yeah.
not a great day, and probably now because I'm also trying to get a little bit of more of the ash and cinders like pushed down from the fire.
Right.
I'm thinking of the fire. This poor person's just in the way. I'm
They're
just
just
trying
in the way.
to be good to the forest here.
That's right. Is that Dex or Con?
That is con of 15.
Okay. Oh, well, it was a decent roll. Oh, it was a 14.
I am sorry to this man who now takes 9 thunder damage.
Okay. And also the fire gets tamped down a bit.
I was gonna say, "Oof."
Absolutely. Absolutely. Goodness gracious. So at this point, just based on how bad a shape this man is in, and finally also seeing Twiggy and Disco, what does he do?
No, go
He lives
easy
his
on
life.
us.
No, I mean I'm not. Scotty, it is your turn. We'll do this first. He looks unhappy.
How far away is he from Scotty at this point?
Oh, I mean you were at the ogre, right? So within 30 feet.
Mhm.
Within 30 feet for sure.
Okay, and I think I just got my teleport back.
Oh, good.
So, I mean, it would have worked anyway, but
Sure. But
I
it's a
just
nice
like
flavor.
It's the style.
Yeah.
So, across the field,
Yes.
right up behind him, and I'm going to stab him once in the butt.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Just stab him.
Right in the butt.
Stab in the butt.
Stab
in the butt.
Stab in the butt for 4 damage. 8 damage.
8.
And then so if you can imagine a small dog hanging off a tree branch, the dagger is stuck in man's. Scotty is hanging off dagger.
Yep.
And basically
What
yelling.
is Scotty hanging off from? If the dagger's in his mouth.
Yeah, and the tip of the dagger's in the
Yeah, but
booty.
the dagger's in the
dagger.
guy's butt.
Yeah.
And Scotty is.
Oh, that's how he's hanging. Gotcha. I thought you were still hanging on the tree for
This
some
man
reason.
has a firm behind if he can
Firm.
hold
Yeah.
you up, but all right.
This wizard keeps it tight.
Yeah, I mean,
Scotty-
listen,
Scotty is
everybody
very light.
thinks the wizard's just sleeping on the gym, but sometimes,
Scotty
all
is
right.
very light. So you just the wizard would hear something on there. Just stay still, Scott Wood.
This is all easier for you if you just give up.
This is all terrible. I love it.
Yeah, I'll forego the sneak attack on this one because I kind of want
Okay.
Misty to be able to stun him if possible.
All right. Well, Misty is up, so that's good timing. Sorry, Disco.
Yeah, are we going to interrogate him or kill him? I'm not sure on what the plan was.
I think that depends entirely on how well Misty does it, stunning him in a second.
I don't know yet. I'm still figuring it out myself.
All right, Misty, it is your turn. Yeah, it is.
Okay. How far am I away? The same amount as...
The same amount as Scotty, so yeah, 30
Pretty
feet.
much the same amount. Oh, so I'm fine. Okay, so she sees what's happening, and she's going to go for the booping that she does. So she's just going to first attack, fly into him, like happily, like this, and fly right at him.
Yeah.
So if he's looking, he's this thing with this like 2 teeth, but all gums and 2 teeth and 2 teeth. Like,
I'm gonna call out to Disco
and he's
say,
no.
I thought the Squiddle was a scary one. I think it's Misty.
Yes, correct.
Oh, spend a few more days
They're
with
both
us.
really
You might figure it out. I'm not sure myself, honestly.
Yeah.
That's why she likes Squiddle, because they both think they're really scary, but they're like cute, scary. I don't know.
Perfect.
It's the mustache.
So,
I think it's Misty's eyes.
Nightmare.
I think the eyes are the scary part.
Nightmare. All right, so Misty is up in his face. You're screaming, yeah, and he's screaming, no.
yeah, she screams, and she's gonna hit him.
Yeah.
And see, Misty's fur,
Yeah.
unfortunately, it looks fluffy, but it's not comfortable. Remember when you were a kid and your parents used to be like, never touch fiberglass, even though it looks like cotton? Well, that's what she feels like.
Yes.
So she hits him. And
I'm
then
a
she
child
hits
of the
once.
80s. My parents never told me that.
Are you talking about the cotton
No,
candy
they
from the
just-
attic?
Yeah,
Yes,
they just let us
that
eat it
stuff.
and see if we survive.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about the
Thank you.
popcorn that's on the ceiling, actually.
Yeah.
You said to breathe that in.
Mhm.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a good thing to breathe.
None of us should have ever survived by
It's
right.
amazing we're here.
We are.
All right, Misty, make that attack.
Yeah, okay, so let me do that. Oh yeah, I named this stabby fiberglass fur.
Oh,
So
yes,
yes, it
fiberglass
was.
fur. Yeah.
That was a 9, didn't hit it.
Ooh, that one's not gonna. That one's not gonna get there.
But guess what? I get an extra attack. 'cause
Yeah, you
of-
do.
You do.
Let's see. Yeah, it's a 20.
That'll do.
Nice.
Dirty 20 will hit for sure.
That would be a 10.
Okay, 10 damage. He's
Yeah,
not
10
dead.
And she's gonna spend a key point to tell. So with this is the stunning strike version. She's going to look at him and say, "You are stunning." And when she says it,
Aw.
spittle goes in his face. And I guess that one could be the stunning strike, or do I get one more to make a stunning strike, or is that one the
So
stunning
you
strike?
can stunning strike any time that you hit. It doesn't take an extra action or anything. You just have to spend a key point. So
Yeah,
you can.
so
So since you've hit, you can try it on this one. If he succeeds, right? If he makes his save, you can punch him again and try it again later. He did not succeed,
Okay.
however. He got a 12 on his. Sorry, an 11 on his Constitution save, which I do not think is enough for you.
Nope. So he's stunned until
The
maybe.
end
of your
He's
turn?
been
next
waiting
turn?
until the end of the next turn. Yeah. So he
Yeah.
just
All right.
That's all.
So as Misty
Excellent.
calls him stunning, and he sort of gets frozen with a oh, and is just stuck like a little bit. Feels good because it's a compliment.
So
but
Keanu
then,
Reeves is like, thank you.
Right?
but he just sort of freezes there, eyes wide, looking at each of you in turn. And this was not how I thought that this was all going to go, but I'm loving it. And what a great place to say, hey, we'll find out what they do to this poor dude next week.
Oh no,
Next
Scotty's gonna be hung off his
time.
butt till next week.
That's
Just
a
hang
very
in there.
awkward
It's
freeze
sore.
frame. Yeah.
Sevenfold. Oh, it's a great freeze frame.
Maybe by next week's Squiddle
It is.
will have a mustache again.
Yeah. It should only take a few more hours, Squiddle. You'll
Squiddle-
get there.
Squiddle has half of a mustache, but it's like
That's
a
right. That's
arm.
right.
Just one half.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just one
dear.
half.
It's great. It's
It's going
great.
through puberty. It'll grow in.
Oh, Squiddle puberty. It's so
No.
much worse than
Slimy.
regular puberty. All right. We are all done here. We will see you all next week. But before we are done for real and for full, we have a few things to say, which first of all is congratulations to, wait, I just had the name, to Irregulon, who is the lucky winner of the Bard class dice set from Beetle and Grimm's. I do believe that our mod, Jordan, has already been in touch with you, so you've got that all taken care of. But congratulations and enjoy the dice. I want to thank Luca for producing this evening. Thank you so much, sir, for just letting us not have to worry about any of that. Jordan, thank you for moderating and handling the giveaway. We appreciate you very much. Johnny, Alicia, Brian, Kelly, and Meagan, thank you. This was, as always, great, but it's so nice to have a little fresh chaos in the party. So
Thanks for
thank you
having
all
me,
very
everybody.
much. Johnny is going to be back with us, luckily, next week. We're not done with him yet, so we will get Johnny and Twiggy back next week to complete
Before then, I
this.
think everybody can get Twiggy on Idle Champions. On
That's
19th,
exactly right.
correct?
Wednesday, the 19th at noon Pacific is when Twiggy will drop in-game for the Earth Day charity. So as you purchase him, One Tree Planted gets all the proceeds just for the first week. So don't sleep on Twiggy. Don't wait and say, oh, well, get him next. No. Get him now and get that money to One Tree Planted.
Now.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to thank myself for dungeon mastering. Thank you. We've thanked Beetle and Grimm's.
Thank you, Eugenio.
Twiggy is not the only one of these adorable familiars that are available. If you haven't already, you can pick up all 4 of these familiars. You can also pick up Scotty's previous form, Squiddle's previous form, and Quest for Pest. Pest has 2 forms that you can get as well. So you can get all the little babies from this show in the game, Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. We will see you again, like I said, next week, next Monday, April 24th at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern for episode 4 of this series. If you missed the first 2 episodes, you just want a reminder, a refresher, or if you want to recommend it to a friend, you can catch all the VODs of these shows up on the Idle Champions YouTube. First 2 episodes are up. This 3rd episode will be up shortly. And I think that is it for us this week. Thank you all so much. We'll see you next Monday. Good night, y'all.